morning, everybody. This is Lorraine,
And Jennifer.
and we're live everywhere this morning except TikTok. But maybe we should be.
Maybe. I'm like have this good love hate go back and forth with TikTok. I get sucked in, when my husband did it the other day, you like get in and you start watching videos. I don't care if it's reels or TikTok, and you're like, oh, what happened to the last hour?
I, I do. That's how I fall asleep at night. I get into bed and I kind of start watching the stupid videos, and then I'm like, okay, I've watched way too many of these. It's time to go to sleep. But TikTok is changing the game, and they've rolled out a new ad platform. You're the resident ad expert. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's TikTok coming again, with something that is completely different, and I've been, like, thinking this for a long time, why hasn't somebody jumped on this game? But TikTok has introduced ads for the search feature. So if I'm searching for a topic, just like I would on a search engine,
Mhm.
and it's interesting, they actually have the stats that 58% of TikTok users use the search function
Oh, wow. So people really are they are going to TikTok. The
to
platform has
learn.
gotten it's gotten mature enough.
Yeah, yeah,
There's enough content out there and people are like, "Well, but I don't just wanna watch videos. I wanna see videos
yeah,
about this."
yeah. They're, like, going and searching for TikTok videos, and so, I've thought this for a long time that, people do go to social media for information, but it's always been about people putting out information, or they'll just be like, "Hey, do you recommend this person or that person?" Like, why hasn't somebody jumped on this? Facebook did a little bit, but it was, like, really minor, and then
Well,
go
as
ahead.
I mean, YouTube does have ads and they've done that for a long time, but they're such an established giant with a history of people coming to them
Yeah,
specifically when they want to know how to do something or where to get something.
yeah. So I'm sure you're also familiar with eMarketer,
Mhm.
and they had an interesting graphic that really kind of blew my mind, and it's a little old. It's from Q3 2022, so obviously we're in 2023, but it had Gen Z versus non-Gen Z, and who uses search versus social platforms to look for information.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so on social platforms, Gen Z is looking at a rate of 48% and non-G at 41%. And then search engines, 44% is with the Gen Z and non-Gen Z, 51%. So ignore all the numbers. That's almost a 50-50 split, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that means people are going to social media to get information, not search engines.
Yes, but one of the things that I'm going to push back on it just a little bit because
Yeah.
this is we haven't disagreed in a long time. One of the things that I search for on social media might be cute puppy videos, and it
Yeah.
might be recipes, and it might be more fun things that the business marketer may have a harder time to fit into. In other words, it's like, am I looking for marketing tips on
Yep,
TikTok?
yep. I went there,
Okay,
and
yeah,
TikTok has a search function platform tool that will tell me how many people search for a painting contractor in an area in the
cool.
last, like, 7 days, 30 days, and I'm like, "Okay, alright, I'll bite," and as they start to get more, because I thought the same thing, and I was like, "Well, I won't tell you that it's, like, huge, but I feel like this might be, like, an area to get on it, but I guess if you're not creating video yet, then
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to rethink a little bit, because I kind of gave up on TikTok. I have a
I
platform.
mm,
It really wasn't working for me, so I wasn't really worrying about it.
yep.
Um, but
It
okay, well,
okay, yeah, that's where I'm at too. I was like, "Okay," and, so just further into where my brain goes, like, so TikTok versus Google, which really we're talking about YouTube and YouTube
mhm,
Shorts. Um, TikTok figured out how to not care about how Apple cut off the world or apps, so data. I'm walking through the tech giants here. So TikTok figured that out by creating this place where you started seeing content based on what you interacted with. Okay.
mhm,
So I don't care about going to a website.
mhm,
And last week we talked about how Google came out with this audience targeting right at the time that Facebook got cut off and TikTok, what have you, or any app. And so Google's going towards audiences. TikTok's like, well, forget that. I'm coming after your search brand because the search market is worth like $147 billion.
I think the thing that TikTok can do, and Google could do it, and the other platforms could, um, but TikTok, like you said, doesn't care if you leave the platform. So if you understand that, if you understand, okay, if I'm going to advertise on TikTok, my goal is not going to be click through. What I'm paying for is for you to watch my video. And so the pressure is really on the having enough info in the content.
Kinda. The ads have, call to actions,
Mhm.
and, they do you do pay per click, and I've definitely run TikTok ads, and the click-through rates are comparable to other platforms, and the cost per click is comparable, but I think you're definitely right, that goes back to that zero-click marketing that we've talked about before, which is gonna be more prevalent with video, and so you gotta pay attention to different metrics, not just clicks.
Absolutely. And you've got to make the shift in your content. That I mean, and as a content marketer, there's a part of me that's like cringing inside because I want people to come to the website. I want people to sign up for
Yeah.
email. But what I'm seeing with a lot of the short form video is you've got to make a compelling case in the video to get people to keep watching so that the next time they see your video they watch it again, and they watch videos from you, because really on the video platforms you've got to tell the story there. This could be an interesting side conversation, but I noticed when I switched to producing and promoting more shorts from my podcast,
Yeah.
I was getting less click throughs to the
Yeah.
full episodes.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually running an experiment this month where I'm shifting back to more of the static social shares
Yeah.
to see if I can if that's just uh, a drop in interest in podcasts, or just, oh, I saw that's enough for now. I got the essence of what the person was saying.
Yeah, maybe that's just, like, short of information, but
Mhm.
I think you still have to produce the long piece in order to get the short piece. Uh, I
Oh,
don't I don't I don't like the methodology, I guess, of creating the short piece first,
absolutely.
and then trying to create I'd rather create the long piece because then I can build short pieces off of
Oh,
it.
yeah, no, I'm talking about static graphics.
Yeah, 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 I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah,
Replacing some of those shorts. But no, I think you have to have a long-term strategy,
yeah,
and you have to be building it in a way that each of your videos
yeah.
builds and connects with the audience.
And I guess TikTok has been testing this for a year. I hate, the big brands get to go in first and get all this, but the data is already there showing that it is working. Obviously they have big giant budgets that the rest of the world doesn't have. So I'm always interested in that. Like, okay, does that scale down? Because not everybody has those big giant budgets.
No, but it's going to be really interesting to watch, and it's going to be interesting to see um, how TikTok maintains the balance. Are they only showing the ads when you're in search, or are they going to creep
Yes.
into the timeline?
I that is true now. You have to do the search function in the top right,
Mhm.
but I think once they get people more into the habit of that, I mean, if they've got 58% now, then what's not to say that like there's going to be search. So all these people are building like content like on a particular subject. Yeah. Time to get back to TikTok, Lorraine. We got to get back.
Well, I think this is a conversation we're going to continue to have over the next year, 2 years, until something else comes along. But for now, we're going to pause and say if you've enjoyed it, look for Jen on TikTok. I'm still on YouTube Shorts. You can find me there, more than a few words. And we'll see you next week.
I'm gonna say too, if you've got like a particular strategy and you want to learn more on yours, then we've got on the website how you can book time, digitaltoolbox.club, because everybody's in a unique place. And so while we're out here spitting ideas, need to know where you're at. So
Absolutely. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time.